Hey everyone, Josh here with a close-up look at a Star Wars toy. And today we're going to unbox Jaina Solo from the Black Series line. So, real quick, before we get her out of here, I just want to take a real quick look at the packaging and show you guys what's on here. And for those of you guys keeping track, she is number 56 in the red and black boxes. And I'll go ahead and read the character description for you real quick. Jaina Solo, daughter of Leia Organa and Han Solo, Jaina Solo is a Jedi student of Luke Skywalker. Like her father, she is also a crack pilot and a skilled mechanic. Like her mother, she is a born leader. Alright, so let's go ahead and get her out of there. And real quick, before we get her out, you can see it says at the top here, Legends. And so what that means is she was a character out of the books and the expanded universe that Disney decided not to use completely. And so she hasn't been in any films or anything. If you want to learn more about this character, which is Disney lore before, or Star Wars lore before Disney bought it, and you would have to go find out, get the books that they talk about her. But let's look at the figure. So first accessory is the lightsaber. And then she's got the blaster. Oops, I'm dropping that. And we'll take a closer look at that once we start going through the accessories. And then her, oh my goodness, her pilot helmet with the, whoops, flinging that thing everywhere, with the, see, there's the Rebel logo on it. So if we can get that thing to, all right, focus on it, and then let's get her out of here. And I gotta say, I like the black pilot suit. That looks good. Should have done that, more of that in the movies, or done some of that in the movies. But you can see it also has like yellow highlights going down the sides and down the side of her torso here. So very good. So. And then, of course, so she's not based off any actress or anything like that. So they kind of just went, well, I guess, with what they believe she should look like. Or I'm not totally sure which artwork she might be based off of. But you can see very good looking face sculpt. So, all right, let's run through her articulation and see what she does. And then we will look at her accessories. So here we go. So just starting at her head here. Should have full rotation and a little up and down, but not a lot. And then going down to her shoulder here, you should have up and down, full rotation at the shoulder. And then here at the elbow, you have up and down, rotation at the wrist, and back and forth at the wrist. And then they put her articulation point for her body underneath her pilot's vest here, you can see. So she does move, yeah, and it feels, she's got a lot of movement. It feels like it's on a ball joint. So that's very cool. And then I'm already seeing, I like what I'm seeing here. Got the lightsaber hook for the lightsaber. Got the holster for the blaster. Love it when they have the accessories can interact with the figures that way. All right, then going down to her leg here, you should have a forward, a backwards. You got a rotation at the upper leg there, and then at the knee you should have an up and down, and then at the ankle here you should have a, oh, she's got a little bit of a, whoop. It's been a little stiff on me here, but you should have you got a rotation at the ankle, and it should be a up and down. There we go. It's moving it for me. Okay. So just a new out of the box figures, a little bit stiff. So, all right. So, and then I'm already just testing because she's got little tiny feet. I want to see. Yeah, she does stand. Very good. All right. So let's take a look at her lightsaber a little bit closer. And you can see the hilt there. And then there's the little hook, or the hole for her to put it on her belt. And got a really thin blade compared to most of the ones I've dealt with before. And there you go. Blade comes right out. And then on the figure, it should hook right on here. Oh, it's a little, oh, there we go. Okay. Well, you want it to be a tight fit. You don't want it flying off, but very cool. I like the way that looks. And then we got a close-up of her blaster here. And I'll show you guys that if my camera would focus. Okay. There we go. So, all right, let's see how it fits in her holster here. Very good. Perfect fit. And yeah, the actual holster is, I thought it was loose actually, but it feels like it's actually glued to her leg, so it doesn't flop around. But the belt for the holster is not, so I'm going to assume it doesn't come off. But that's the way it looks when she's got it holstered. Looks really good. Stays in there. That's what we want to see. Very good. And then finally, I want to put this helmet on her, and I kind of, to give you guys a better look at it if my camera would stay focused here. But there we go. That's what I want you to focus on. There you go. You can see the writing on the helmet. Got the orange or yellow visor that comes down. Not movable, but very cool. So let's put it on her and see how she looks in it. Okay, slides right on. I thought it was going to be a tight fit. That actually looks really good. I thought it was going to be a really tight fit. It was going to be tough to get it on her and off. It slid right on. Looks good. Her eyes are lining up with the little visor there. That's what you want to see. Very good. Of course, you got her hair poking out the back. And then, all right. So, to be honest with you, I just lost the lightsaber. Okay, I found it. Let's start with the pistol and see how she acts with that thing. And one of the things I want to look at before we get into the accessories real quick is the hand sculpt. So you can see she kind of has like the open fist on one side, and then on the other side you have the trigger finger out. So let's go ahead and assume that's where, wow, she's got little tiny hands. Okay, very good. That looks good. Trigger finger lining up with the trigger guard. Looks good in her hand. Looks natural. All right. Got a good grip on it. And just to be thorough, I want to go ahead and see, will it fit in the other hand? And it does. It's a bit of a tight fit, but goes in there. Looks good, but you don't get the trigger finger engagement that you're normally looking for. Let's go ahead and reholster this bad boy. Yeah, and it actually feels like it's clicking in when you slide it into the holster, which is what you want. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the lightsaber back off, and we're going to, go ahead and put the blade back in. And one of the things I'll tell you is I've dealt with so many of these lightsabers that, wow, I really wish this thing was... Okay, so this is one of the thinner blades I've ever seen. They don't seem to have a standard thickness yet for these things, and so you want to be real careful with this one when you're popping it back in. But the actual peg that it slides into or connects to the hilt, and the actual blade itself is really thin, and I think it looks good. It looks like it's a great looking lightsaber, but you just want to be real careful. There you go. You can hear it popping in and engaging. And let me move this out of the way. Can you focus on it? All right, so let's put it in her hand, and I'm going to go ahead and assume that it goes in her left hand because that's the side it's on her belt. You see they actually have some purple highlights on the handle and everything. It's a really detailed figure. So, all right, but yeah, she's got a really good grip on it. And then just to be thorough, we'll check it out. How does it fit in her other hand? All right. Not quite as tight a grip, and it doesn't look as... You can see it's got a little wiggle to it, but you can put it in either hand. So, very cool. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in her proper hand. And then... All right, I'm going to go ahead and pop the helmet back off so we can look at her. But again, this is one of the things I like to do to every figure. And I know we kind of did this already because curiosity got the best of me here. But I just always like to check Will these figures stand on their own, so you don't have to buy any third-party accessories or stands, but very good. She does stand on her own. All right, guys, this is Jaina Solo from the Black Series line, and she is a Legends character, number 56 on the box for those keeping track. And thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the videos, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.